Well, hi there, everybody, and good Monday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here. I am the bearer of more good news, at least for a couple of more days. Some very nice weather on the way. In fact, this morning is extremely mild and a little on the humid side out ahead of this cold front that's starting to make its way through the area. We saw some pretty strong southerly winds yesterday and last night that brought that moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico, did bring in some showers and isolated thunderstorms for the eastern part of the state, but it's damp pretty much everywhere out there. Now, behind that front, drier air is working its way in, and winds are turning out of the northwest and becoming fairly blustery. So look for those winds to kick in today out of the northwest at around 15 to 25 miles per hour. Meanwhile, skies will be clearing up from west to east throughout the day, some more and more sunshine as we work through your Monday. And there is going to be a bit of a fire risk out there, mainly out west with the driest of air in place out there, and those strong winds combined to bring that fire risk to southwest Nebraska. More on that in just a bit. As we head into tonight, pretty quiet conditions, clear skies. Lows a little chillier than last night. We'll be dropping back into the 30s and 40s. That said, before midnight, we should stay above 40 degrees, and so we'll actually probably set some record warm minimum temperatures for today, for Monday. So we are going to be looking at those mild conditions out there today, and then tomorrow, a surge in warm air thanks to a strong southwest wind. We're going to see temperatures push into the mid and upper 70s, maybe some low 80s potentially, and we're going to be breaking records all over the place, and it's just going to be amazing how warm we're going to be talking. In fact, some of the records for tomorrow include 75 in Grand Island should be broken, 73 in Hastings, 72 in Kearney should be broken, 74 in Lincoln should be broken, 73 in Broken Bow should be broken. We'll be close there in McCook with 75, probably going to break that record. 74 in Imperial, probably going to break that record. So again, very warm conditions. The all-time warmest temperature in Grand Island and Hastings for the month of February is 80 degrees. We have a chance at that tomorrow. So again, really, really warm conditions, but again, that fire danger is going to be high tomorrow. Now, for today, there's a red flag warning in place for this afternoon into the early evening in southwest Nebraska, basically from noon until 7 o'clock Central Time in southwest Nebraska. And then for tomorrow, out ahead of that, kind of issued before a red flag warning, is a fire weather watch. That's out for central and eastern Nebraska from noon tomorrow until 6 p.m. tomorrow, again, because of that high fire danger. And until we get some good moisture, which could come later this week, we'll be talking about this fire risk being on the higher side out there. And so that's something to definitely keep in mind, because we're looking at a fairly breezy, several breezy days ahead of us here. Now, decreasing clouds from west to east up north. We'll see highs in the lower to mid 60s. Out west, mostly mid 60s for highs, a lot more sunshine, but again, that fire danger higher because of drier air already working in out west. So we head towards the south, mid and upper 60s, decreasing clouds throughout the day. Very enjoyable day on the way, although again on the blustery side. And then to the east, we're looking at those mid to upper 60s as winds will eventually turn. And it'll take a little longer, but eventually we will see decreasing clouds out towards the east. Still a small chance of rain very early this morning. Rest of your 7-day forecast. Again, surging temperatures on Tuesday. I'm going to go 78 for the Tri-Cities, but hey, you never know. 80 degrees is certainly a possibility. Wednesday could be another day with a higher fire danger out there just because the winds will be strong. See a cold front come through during the day, so that'll flip our winds out of the northwest. That colder air starts to work in on Thursday ahead of our next system. That will include a chance of some rain on the front side of it on Thursday. In fact, the increasing chances of rain throughout the day. The best chance of moisture comes Thursday night as rain changes over to snow. We'll still see some snow chances on Friday. It will be windier conditions on the backside of the storm system. That should be out of here by Friday night into Saturday. We'll be left with colder conditions as well. And then Saturday night into Sunday, I did include another chance of some snow, maybe some rain mixed in if we get warm enough on Sunday. But we'll certainly feeling much colder, in fact, a little bit below average as we head towards Friday and the upcoming weekend. Now, snow amounts, I'm not going to go into too many details yet as we're still several days out, but snow amounts, it looks like maybe a couple of inches around the Tri-Cities, not out of the question. Most forecast models are between 1 and 3 inches of snow for the Tri-Cities area. The more complicated scenario is what we're going to see up north, where one forecast model long range has kind of got the lighter totals of 3 to 5 inches, whereas another forecast model is going 6 to 10 inches, and a lot of it will depend on how much moisture works into the system. Either way, it'll be good to get some moisture out of this system. We were desperately kind of getting a little desperate for some moisture out there. But again, it looks like once again northern Nebraska will be impacted the most by the system. Not expecting a whole lot of snow out of the one that comes in for the end of the weekend. As we get into next week, though, either early or middle portions of next week, there is potential for another big-time storm system, but it's still so far away. It's too far away to really get into too many details because, again, we could completely see that forecast change by the time it gets here. So, again, I'm not going to mention much about it at this point. But again, it's nice to at least see moisture back in the forecast. One thing of note, I will not be here the rest of the week. I will be gone all the way through Friday, so I won't be back until next Monday when it is much colder and we could be talking about more moisture on the way. So Bill and Taylor will be filling in for me the rest of the week, but I will provide some info on Facebook and Twitter from time to time, so you can always ask questions if you have any questions about the upcoming weather ahead of us here. So there you go. There is your forecast for today. Enjoy the nice weather we have for the next couple of days, since it all comes to an end towards the end of the week. Until next time, have a great week.